What's up guys, Phantom, and welcome to my F2 champion season with this legend. Yes, I am taking the Cucumber's brother, Raghunathan, who was basically the complete laughingstock of F2, and we are going to attempt to make him a champion in F2 in 2019 here, as we are doing a 25% race for the feature and 5 lap for the sprint, as I am playing around with the difficulty because I don't play F2 very much, as we will move on to qualifying.
The drivers are ready, we're certainly ready. What awaits us today as qualifying starts here in Bahrain?
As we come here to qualifying, it will be one shot, as I really don't have the time to do full practice and qualifying for these races, as we're coming up to turn 1 here, as we lock up here a little bit as we are coming out of turn 1 here into turn 2 and turn 3, as we come on to the second half of this track here at Bahrain, as this right-hander up here will be our main money spot. It is, for some reason, the AI are really bad through this right-hander. As you can see, we gained a couple positions there, as we will come across the line and we will be on pole position with Raghunathan, as our teammate Jordan King is in 6th there, as the dams are right behind us, as I don't know many of these people besides the top guys and maybe Schumacher, as we will head to the race. As we sit here on pole position, as you will quickly find out when the 5 lights come out, it will mean absolutely nothing because the F2 starts are pretty much rigged, that you will lose spots off the line, as I've tested a few times, as there's really no good way to get off the line here in F2, as we've actually hit Latifi and Akins there, as our teammate King's ahead of us there for a second, as we are battling back around the outside of him as he falls back to 5th, but we have dropped from 1st to 4th, which isn't really that bad honestly for being in F2, as we try to go around the outside of Divers there, as we are coming up to turn 1 here, which is another weak spot for the AI there. They just cannot get on the brakes like we can, as we are pushing him around the corner there, as we are really hustling him around here, as we're coming up to the final corner here. As we make him go defensive, we will try to go around his outside here, but I will quickly figure out that the F2 have absolutely no downforce. Like, it is really bad, as really outside of the 3-part career mode of the start of your F1 2019 career mode, I really haven't had much experience with these F2 cars, as Mazushitu is out of the race there, as I think he drives for Carleton, as I don't really know a lot of these guys, as Divers here, who I know is the F2 championship from real life, as Raghunathan, this absolute stud, is fastest lap, as we're showing them, as we're going to come down the inside here, as we're going to outbrake and almost run into the back of Latifi there, as we are coming up to the new Williams driver here, as we get it all wrong. We just couldn't get the car to slow down. We didn't even lock up there, but Divers will get back through on us here, as he will get back onto the podium, as once again we're lap 4 of 8, but we still really can't secure this 3rd position here, as again we just go wide. We're just not used to the lack of downforce on these F2 cars, as once again we'll make a run at his outside here at the final corner, as again we still go a little bit wide and we can't really get the power down, but we've actually done a little bit better of a job here, as now we are side by side and we have the DRS on him, as we were behind, as we were going across, as Zhao was set the fastest lap, as we have quickly come back and reclaimed that from the Renault development driver, as we were coming up here turn 1, as we've been forgetting that we're Raghunathan here, as we need a classic Raghunathan move, as we try to go around the outside continuously, as we kind of ran out of space there, as Latifi probably rightfully didn't want to give us any space, but really, we've been too clean here. We need to pull a classic Raghunathan as we magically get some traction off this corner, as this right-hander has actually been our sweet spot, not the left-hander. But we've made the move even before that as we come up to the penultimate lap here, and we're automatically going to go for a lunge from way back there, as that did not pan out and Latifi almost got back through. But as we come on to the final lap of the race here, of the feature race, we will come up to set a camera as we're going to come down the inside here, as we were going to stop on a dime, block them out there, as we still went a little bit too deep in there. But we're coming up to the final corner as we will come back from losing 3 positions down, temporarily 4 there, as we will come through to win the feature race here at Bahrain.
Nice work, that's P1. Race win. Well done. So after a day of mixed fortunes up and down the field, we bring today's race to a close. And Davide Valsecchi, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Although the Formula 2 cars are all the same spec, the winner just looked better out there. It would have been a combination of getting those tires up to running temperature faster and driving to the condition on track. They made it look easy out there today.
And look at that, they're making their way out onto the podium now. Great race from the MP Motorsport team, and I'm very happy to see them up there on the top step of the podium. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It's a good result for Manhaveer Raghunathan, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
I'm going for someone who really punched above their weight today. And that's the Italian, Luca Ghiotto. He was very quick through the entire race today.
On to the teams then. MP Motorsport moved to the top of the table. After all this drama, you'll be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care. Welcome one and all to the 2019 Formula 2 World Championship. A new season and a new lineup of drivers hungry to make their mark on the world of motorsport. Some new names and some returning favourites, all here to stake a claim on the championship title. I'm not the only one sitting here today who's looking forward to today's race. My friend and ex-GP2 champion Davide Valsecchi next to me is already on the edge of his seat awaiting the start of the event. How's it going today?
Hello there, Alex. I'm great, thank you, and very excited to get started. I have a feeling we are in for a very special event today.
As now we sit here for the sprint race. If you don't know, basically top 8 switch positions, so we are starting in 8th place after winning the feature race here, as we will start and then quickly lose positions here, as you would do, as we have lost only 2 positions there, but Hubert will dive it down the inside there as we go a little bit more cautious into the first corner, as we are really getting squeezed out here on the exit by Akins there, as we will settle down here into 11th place, as we are going to look up the inside there slightly for Akins there, but coming to the hairpin we will make a actual look there, as he just, a classic AI, just who's a car there? We don't know where those cars are. We have no fucking awareness, as it is just a joke how bad the AI are at self-awareness compared to you, as we basically have to force ourselves through the inside of Akins, as he would probably turn in on us again. As we look at Delatras there, as we thought better there, we had a lock up there to make sure we didn't hit and lose a bit of a wing there, as we're going to go down, make the same move there, as we cut naturally, just instantly have a PTSD of the AI cutting down on us, so we weren't expecting him to give us any room there, as he was able to pull off that corner. But again, we are getting the traction off that left-hander, which is pretty surprising, as this right-hander has been really our sweet spot there. We've been gaining 3 to 4 tenths as they just can't put the power down around that right-hander. We're going to come down the inside of Hubert, who gained all those positions at the start of the race, as we will come back and be back in the top 8 there, as we will set the fastest lap of the race, as we are setting up a set of camera here, as we will once again outbrake him, and we almost hit Latifi, kind of, as he's actually trying to hang around the outside, which will never stick, as we come off of turn 4 here, as we get some snap oversteer twice, and we almost lose the back. Well, we lost the back, and we almost lost the car, as I said the camera tried to come through the inside towards the S's, but we were managed to hold him off, as once again we were trying to go around the outside here of Latifi here like we did in the feature race, as once again we are not able to work, and he tried to give us some squeeze there, as we kind of had to take avoiding action there, as we are quickly on his heels once again down the front stretch here, as we should be able to easily outbrake him into turn 1 here, as we were coming up on Devers here on the final lap, as can we possibly get a 5th position here, as we get a little bit wheel spinny off the corner, as we come to the final corner here, as Devers is going to defend the inside here, as we're going to try to go around the outside there, and we run clean off the track, as we're going to have to be content with 6th position here, as Giotto has won the sprint race.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
So Univirtuosi have won it, and what a great race it was. And I have to wonder, Davide Valsecchi, just what set them apart from the competition here.
The difference was in the strategy. Credit to the driver for sure, but races like this really drive home how much of a team sport this is. They did a lot of work on the pit wall to really make the most of each stint and to make the best use of the tires. But that said, all of that would have been for nothing without a talented hand on the wheel.
Here come our winning drivers then, out onto the podium at the end of a thrilling race. The drama and excitement are over, and it's time to let it all sink in. Congratulations to our top 3 today. After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Manhaveer Raghunathan, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do you think you'd go for?
After a drive like that, it's got to be Manhaveer Raghunathan. He was impressive in the race distance.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Teams Championship. MP Motorsport moved to the top of the table. That's the end of today's race. Thank you for joining us, and I'm sure you'll agree it was a great race and sets us up nicely for the next installment in a few weeks' time. Take care. From Davide and I, it's goodbye.